A cool way of scoring a scene is to use an instrument of non-determinate pitch. What I'm going to show you here in this video is a sound sculpting tool that comes free in Logic, but there are all sorts of software plugins that do the same thing. The Zebra plugin, Orbit, these are all examples of different sci-fi or horror synth plugins that provide tools and recipes for sound sculpting. In the near future, I'll be posting a video on how to operate Omnisphere by Spectrasonics, and that's another cool one as well. So first, you load the instrument into the channel strip. Go into the instrument slot, click and hold, and you're going to select an instrument called Sculpture. Sculpture's interface looks intimidating at first, but it's basically just a visual dashboard, if you will, of a lot of effects that you already know how to use as a mixer and a sound designer. Low frequency oscillators, EQ, delay, and all these envelopes and filters. You can, once you select your instrument, even alter the material composition of that sound's origin. So if you have like a metallic sounding instrument or dowel or surface, you can change it to nylon, wood, or glass, for example. What I love about Sculpture is this funky little joystick feature at the center that allows you to warp or distort a parameter or several parameters at once, seemingly at random, and you can create all sorts of fun, never-before-heard sounds on this guy. So I'm going to pick a preset instrument here. You have a bunch of instruments listed by category. I like this menu called Bowed Instruments. Ambient slow bow, great. So I'm hitting a key on my keyboard here, and with my mouse, let's mess with the material and that joystick I was talking about. Let's audition another sound. Okay, I'm ready to record. So just as you have it in Pro Tools and just on about any digital audio workstation, you can set your mixing board's channel strips to these 4 modes, right? Read, touch, latch, and write. If you set it on touch, anything you touch within the software, in addition to all the moves you execute while recording, will be committed to the recording. It actually looks pretty cool to see all this in motion. So it's yellow, so that means we're in touch mode. Record, and you can see that while the recording process is happening, it's saving every little button press, or I don't know what you call this, lever modifications that you perform. All of that stuff is saved. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go up to audio preferences here and shut off the metronome feature as I record, because as this is unmetered music and we're not recording to a beat structure, we don't need the metronome right now. All right, and while we're stopped, let's go back to the previous sound here. Cool. So let me zoom in here so you can take a better look. With one move of that joystick, you're altering several envelopes and filters at once, and what you get is this swirly ambient concoction of sounds perfect for any horror film, alien sequel, basically any genre of film besides comedy. And this goes without saying, but before you do anything else, return your channel strip to read mode. Don't leave it on touch mode or write mode or any of these other modes. One more thing before I end this video. If you have a specific setup in a complex synth like Sculpture and you have your settings just right and you're thinking, well, how am I going to be able to replicate all these settings again? Well, worry not. You can always go to the settings button on the channel strip and select Save Channel Strip Setting As. Give it a name, and you'll always be able to recall your custom instrument. It'll load up all ready to go. So that special instrument you created at 3 a.m. the previous night will be saved as it is for all your future work. All right, I hope that was helpful to you. Thank you, and see you next time.